Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just a fly and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and crime and do that righteousness. And we love I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Yeah, we love Jaja, we love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. We love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I say, watch your man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime, fight down war and crime, Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah Rastafari. Preserve all, and we love Jah Rastafari. Me love Jah Rastafari. Me love Jah Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twin.
We're going to break down Babylon gates. Prepare ye the way for God's children. Good morning to the people of Iran. Good morning to the Iranian regime. Pull the trigger, Donald Trump. Run for cover. President of illegal wars, kidnapping, and assassination. You're rather more quiet than I thought in a war that you are winning. Leave the old tin pan jumper. Where I move them out of Iran wafer. We're moving our floating coffins out of Iran's way. America, leave the same thing them make we light them a fire. You can't pick up so far. Run come a people back door and then I run for cover. Leave the same thing them make we light them a fire. Please. A war you come for America. Turn up a war. The Arab countries. Me and Ono this morning. Arab countries, are you all right? Onotan. Only if Colonel Gaddafi would have been here to see what has been meted out to the Arab League this morning. We and Ono, you bunch of criminals. Remember what you all did to Colonel Gaddafi? Remember what you did to stop the progress of Africa? Hey? We're celebrating the Iranian this morning. All glory to the Iranians this morning. No, sir. Americani old tin pan jump on them. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Despite the loss of life, I am not ignoring the consequences to the human tragedy in the war. But the but is literally where we are. It is where we are at the moment, and we have to deal with it. That's how it is. It never have to happen. The Americans asked for it. Now they are getting it. What a glorious moment to be alive. I don't know about you, because what you don't understand is Iran is paving the way for all of us, God's children, to take back power from the Satans and the pigs, isn't it? We must view this on a personal level for us as well when it comes to power, because what we are seeing in this world is the Epstein class are craving for power. You see this rolled in of the AI-ism and the, what's you call it, digital ID-ism and digital banknote-ism, Iran might just be paving a way for us. Oi! Iran might just be paving a way for us domestically, globally, to take back power. You must stay focused. Yes, lives are being lost. Yes, the war is getting nastier, nastier, and nastier. But I don't want it to finish yet. You may call me a wicked. I wasn't the one who started the war. Neither was it the Iranians. The sickening British Parliament. Morning, everybody. Oh, no. Me last, me manners. Morning and welcome to my community of parity and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. In a world where we're getting closer to chaos, the reality of the world we live in is becoming more and more glaring. The veil is lifted. The veil is lifted and is lifting. Rather be from the Epstein files to the Epstein fury carried out by Donald Trump and Netanyahu. What a glorious time to be alive. Now, let us ask Iran a favor. I notice you kind of ease up on the Arab countries a bit and concentrate on Israel while the Americans them a pick up and a run, so them a go hide and same thing. Where them a go carry go hide, don't ask me. Ask the president of illegal war, kidnapping, assassination, pedophile, and raping and beating 13-year-old. President Trump. Ask him. Where am I going to put them? 20-odd military base under fire. United States. The big bad wolf. The lion of the jungle. The elephant who tramples even the crocodile. You were never prepared. Once somebody in this box in a cover here, prepare for anything, and it was the Iranian. That's why they're doing strategically so brilliant. America, look at you. Look at you this morning, America. But to the Arab countries, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, bam them, Iran, bam them. We remember what they did to Gaddafi because they want to hold on to power in the region and saturate themselves with oil money while abusing children. You pedophiles. Bam them, Iran. Make Iran, make sure when you're done with the Arab League, not even a handful of dust, none of them to take up. We remember Arab League. You think we're going to get away? You think we would get away? The spirit of Colonel Gaddafi must be waving across the sky of the region this morning. We don't forget. And on a payback on a price. So I don't want Iran to stop. I don't want to run out the US neither. Because that will make Iran start supersonic on. You think I just Joe and I get you now, you know. I just milestone. We're fling off down here now. We remember what we did to Gaddafi. We remember the evening, even before the United Nations ratified the resolution. France, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, UAE, not just a pummel Tripoli. Not just a pummel. We remember it was broadcast live on TV. We remember. Why is there no camera in this war? We remember the Iraq War, America. You have embedded journalists on the front line, America. There was no opposition then, was it, America? No opposition. So it was even safe, America, for journalists to be embedded in your tankers right on the front line. You were showing us how you were casting devastation in Iraq. Where is the camera, America? We want to see the fire that is raging in Israel, in Pigsrael this morning, America. We want to see the fire that is raging in Pigsrael this morning. This is not the defenseless children of Palestine. Saudi Arabia. This is not the defenseless, hungry Yemeni children. Justice. It's the first we've ever seen justice deliver in this world. Is it not? Lord God Almighty, America pick up in floating coffin them and say, I move them out of Iraq. Where can them go? Where can them go, America? The president of assassination, illegal wars, and kidnapping. Why are you so silent? We don't know you to be so silent. You're a boastful old rapist. You come out and you say, Khomeini is dead. What next? Khomeini is dead. What next? President of raping 13-year-olds. What next? You were warned never to start this war. I want this war to go on for 5 months. It may go on for 5 years if you look at the context. And I beg Iran, please, no negotiation. We don't want to sit down around a table with no. Then we eat with. Them eat human beings. Don't go back around the table with them. They might eat you around there because they have a habit of killing and eating people. So don't go back around the table with them. Let us fight to the death. Fight to the death. It's about time. Fight to the death. It is needed. America needs to be stopped. America needs to be challenged. Look at the worst time. Look at what cost World War III. Covering up sexual crimes against children. Covering up crimes for elite politicians and businessmen and celebrities. And then the Americans and the Israelis think the better thing to do is to start killing children to divert us from Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, and the whole Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan and the whole of them sexual crime. Jeffrey Epstein class, the Jeffrey Epstein fury. America, look at you. The British Parliament. Oh, they vomited yesterday. They spewed. Lord Ollie's little slut, Keir Starmer. Sir Keir, or one would rather want to call you Lady Starmer. Lady Stormer, who don't even have time to pick out his wife's drawers at Victoria's Secret, but rather Lord Ali does. They dribbled in the British Parliament yesterday. And the whole defensive argument, we're taking a defensive approach. Where if you listen to the British Parliament yesterday, because I make it a point of view, Keir Starmer was spewing bullshit. He's given an Attorney General's advice. He rather does not want to speak about the advice he's been given by the Attorney General. But we know, Keir Starmer, that the advice given by the Attorney General is quite similar to the advice the Attorney General then gave Tony Blair. This is an illegal war. There was no threat. There was no pretext to anything. You cannot join a war and saying you're taking defensive move. It cannot be defensive move if you're joining and part of the offender. You British lawyer, director of public prosecution, and now the sausage of a prime minister. The dribble, the puking and spewing and blaming Iran. They went back to the 90s and beyond. But this all goes back to oil. Democracy at the point of the bullet and under your bombs, painted in blood, democracy, that these wolves are calling for in Iran. These wolves are the same wolves that overthrew democracy in Iran, because that democracy took back the Iranian oil from British petroleum for the Iranian people, and from that, war set ablaze between Iran, America, and Britain, and it never ended. So Keir Starmer coming in backdoor and backhandedly, bitch, we know that. We know Britain was always involved from day one. You were trying to avoid a hit. Now Britain get the, but we're inviting Iran to the mainland. It's an all-out war, you know. A World War III. We just prepare for the. Many of us are going to die. The world is going to be obliterated, in the word of the pedophile president. We must prepare for that. We must hope for the best. If it happens, prepare ourselves, though, for the Wasara. How much time to hit the like button yet for me there, rant and rave and quarrel? 19 people there on Universal TV, 20 people there on Universal TV, 104 there on Universal Vantage, 370 there on Global TV. How much I not hit the like button since me out of this man? Don't make me turn off America and talk about Uno this morning, you know. Don't make me take the wrath off America this morning and start on you, the viewers. Because we know the meltdown can come fast. We don't know we can have breakdown fast like the pedophile president. Come here, America. America, come here. Tell your friend them to look where them a shoot. America, tell your friend them say, they look where them a turn their gun. America, tell your friend them say, they look where them a turn their sin thing. Because whole a tree, after your sin thing them get shot down, and you see a friendly fire. Some people say a Chinese weapon shot them down. America, where you get yourself in? America. No, sir. Tell your friend them to look where them a fire, because we know disjointed and discoordinated already, and only went in to kill schoolgirls and kill netball players and kill the president and claim victory. And that's all we no go in for. Boom, 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 baff, boof. And it done. And Iran has been subdued. Oh, let us come to the talking table and give America the uranium that America wants. Get what? Jankro, get what? Africa must prepare itself. And Africa must align itself with Russia and kick out the US and Europe out of Africa. Because to say, are we next them a come from? Because they're not going to achieve their aims and ambition and goals in the Middle East, America is being toppled. Them not tell you that on for them news, you know. They have camera in a Beirut. They have camera in Iran. They can tell you where going in a Beirut. They can tell you where going in Iran. But I know we don't know where going in Israel. Israel. Pigsrael. Epstein Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Pigsrael. No, sir. The way how, when it comes to the defenseless, hungry children of Palestine, who are starving to submission, when you come out on a roll on a tongue, on a roll on a shoulder, where are you now? America. Won't they know? The most glorious war have started, and America lost the war at the first shot. America lost the war at the first shot. Let's go to Scott Ritter analysis, because Scott Ritter is, I think, a former veteran and military intelligence analyst. Oh, America, what have you got yourself into? But we're proud of how you're doing bad, America. America, we're really proud of how awful. We can't take up madman figure fight sensible man. We can't send madman. I make the video open. What is going on here? Bear with me, my peeps. My video is not open. Uno lucky enough. Uno stupid Americans. Uno American will be thinking big boat, uno body size, mouth, word, KFC cup, Pepsi cup, car, house, everything big bone. All uno stupidity big as well. Uno get away. Why is my Google Drive not opening anything? Okay. What is going on here? Bear with. Let me try my finger rather than the mouse. Not now open. Bear with me. I may have some video clips to bring on this morning of certain different analysis, But me not know what my Google Drive are going with this morning. It's not bringing in let me see if it will start to open these things. You're lucky enough to choose a mad president twice. And then you allow that same mad president to take your children into war. Because my Google Drive's not just opening at all. You all think that because you just walked up in Venezuela the other day successfully, one might argue, it's going to be so everywhere. But this is the arrogance of everything about America. Very arrogant and backwards set of people. And they have allowed this pedophile, this animal or whatever. But the truth is, Donald Trump is not the only American president to behave like that. He is just more out and plain with it. But then one could also argue America have a history of electing mad presidents, because one could argue 3 of the last 4 presidents America elected were mad people and are mad people. I don't know what is going on with my Google Drive here. Bear with me, my peeps. If the video them not play, them know the way we might go far and wide, we can still talk. We can still talk. But the Americans, it all backfire upon Ono. Because what we go in with was the gun blaze mentality, the shock and awe mentality. Even this call this one year fury. And you would think that because the people of Venezuela never rise up when you capture their president, you're going to assassinate another president. And it was all gonna be well and done. Same like how America walk around the world and set precedents. That's why I want this war to go on for quite some time, like minimum 5 months, minimum. Because by then, Israel will be taught a lesson. And I would tell the people of Palestine, prepare yourself for power. Prepare yourself for a ground invasion. Because 5 months of this, we know, say, on a defense system already worn down. Your defense system is already worn down. And Iran don't even start the sophisticated war yet. We just a fling milestone and gravel. We not start fling rock, stone, and steel ball after you yet, America. And you mean to say you pick up the flatbed them, the old flatbed truck them on and have out a seed. You pick them up and run. So where you go get if you bought 27 base in the Middle East under fire, hope your base them in the Middle East surrounding Iran under fire. Your old flatbed cussing them. You pick them up and run out of Iran way. So where you going to use to sustain the war? Because Iran not stopping. Iran has the upper hand. But no, Jesus, what I say Britain gone down there. Hey. Lord God. Britain gone down. Don't ask me where Britain are go down there, God. Please. If you don't know anything about the British Army, and the fat man them in the British Army were fat like Donald Trump uncle, don't ask me where them are go down there, go barring go dead. That's the only thing I can think they're going down there to do, to die. But don't ask me where the British them are go down there, go. But boy, they spewed yesterday. I don't want this war to stop. It's the first time a war is going on, and I have no interest in the war being stopped. Not at all. Too quick. Donald Trump fire. Oh yes, make something them start ready now. Donald Trump fire the first shot, and then want to call for ceasefire. America, you have opened the gates of hell. What America must do is step in and step in comfortably, because this war is nowhere to over soon. The economic nightmare, this is what us, further afield from the bombs, must prepare ourselves for. The possible food shortage, the possible hike in food prices. Don't even talk about petrol. That already a climb. And we know the longer the Strait of Hormuz is closed, the economic fallout globally. So this war we've never seen another war that will carry in our lifetime, that will carry global consequences as this one, because the oil cut off. Iran already bombed oil ship in the Strait of Hormuz. Them already bomb oil field. Them already start bomb oil rig in Saudi Arabia, you know. You understand how far and wide this thing is spreading? The problem that we are having, not and the world is having, and the US more so, is going to have in this. The US doesn't have the upper hand to call for a ceasefire. Let us listen to some analysis here, because we might now be moving closer because of what Trump did. We might now be moving closer to a nuclear armed Iran. Jesus.
I'm just going to go ape shit at some of the stupidity that's there.
It's a large crowd today, Scott. It's a large crowd, so we're going to get a lot of
stupid. Sure, there's smart people in there too, but you know, my God, I've never seen such ignorance in my entire life. So,
right.
And it's not just here; it's everywhere. Judge Napolitano has a very large and active audience, many of whom are just stupid and ignorant, like the many people in this audience. You don't know what you're talking about. You literally don't know what you're talking about. Iran is a constitutional republic, an Islamic republic, but a constitutional republic. And therefore, does anybody realize what just happened? Because constitutionally, when the supreme leader, Vilayat Ifaki, guardian of the supreme jurisprudence, do you even know what this is, you stupid people? Donald Trump, the leader of the stupid people. Do you know what this is? And do you know what happens when he dies?
I'm going to ask all of you watching a favor. Do us a favor by hitting the like button for us, please. Share the live and subscribe to the channels that you are watching. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Global TV group,
form a special committee. The president, the head of the judiciary, and somebody appointed by the Assembly of Experts. Do you guys know what that is? No, you don't, do you? No, you guys are just so stupid. The Assembly of Experts, who will designate the next supreme leader in consultation, but they will appoint somebody on this three-person committee to continue the government of Iran. Now, the person that they have appointed, again, how stupid can people be? If the purpose of this strike was to create the conditions in which Iran could not have a nuclear bomb. You just killed the one man that stopped Iran from having a nuclear bomb. Has any of you brilliant chatmeisters studied the build-up to the 12-day war in June and what was going on there, the internal discussion and debates taking place in Iran about whether or not they should, in fact, build a nuclear bomb to deter the very kind of action that's taking place today? And at the end of the day, and I got this personally from the Iranian president, who is still alive. He told me in a question I asked him in September, he said, we don't want a nuclear bomb. He said there's two things. One, secularly speaking, we view the path to a nuclear bomb to be suicidal, that we only invite our own destruction. But he said, as importantly, or even more importantly, from a religious standpoint, the supreme leader has issued not one, but two fatwas, or religious edicts, saying that the pursuit of a nuclear bomb is incompatible with Islam. And therefore, Iran is not pursuing a nuclear bomb. Do you guys know the guy they just appointed to be the new supreme leader designate? He thinks differently. You see, he actually is a part of the Shia faithful who believe that even though the original fatwa, which was put out by the Ayatollah Khomeini, not Khamenei, but Khomeini.
We have another piece of analysis from Scott Ritter, but prepare yourself, people, for the worst in this world. This is not a war that America has control of. It's the very first time
we would have to expose.
It's the very first time America is fighting a war that America is not in control of. What this control will do is to cause America to behave like we saw in in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. People, wanna hit the like button for me now, please? You can't sit down and just watch so and not able to hit it. But we're cussing now. Across the 3 channels, sometimes up to 1,000 on there. I don't just sit down and tear in my face so I don't mind people business. So I love people business. No, sir. Don't turn bad. Very, very bad. Or not just there to catch news and care back.
We would have to expose extraordinarily sensitive secrets. There's a lot going on that people don't know about. A lot going on. They would have to be exposed to electronic warfare capabilities of the United States that are that have been, front loaded based upon intelligence information that we've collected through a variety of means, the classification of which is often code word. And you think we're going to give the Saudis access to code word information? You're higher than a kite. We're not going to give anybody access to that. And so, no, these people won't be integrated into this campaign. They'll be sitting there, flying circles in the sky over their capitals, fearful of the next step. Iran has paused. But Iran has paused by saying, stop supporting the American attacks. Stop it. Kick the Americans out of your country. I believe that's the Iranian demand. Kick the Americans out of your country. If you fail to do so, then you are part of the problem, not part of the solution, and we will continue to attack you. And so that, I think, you're going to see as the next phase. While they're doing this pause on the Arabs, and let me just say one more thing about the Arabs. It's funny. The Arabs are very mad. No, Nima, the Arabs are very afraid. They're very afraid right now because they are seeing vulnerabilities. They are seeing these despicable, despotic despots who govern these Gulf Arab states being exposed as the fat perverts that they are. These rich perfume princesses that just run around and steal money and live the high life while the rest of their people live the low life, who fly to London to whore and take drugs and drink booze and then return pretending they're pious Muslims. They're being exposed for what they are, rats, human rats. And the murder of Ali Khamenei, the martyrdom of Ali Khamenei, has empowered the Shia of these respective Gulf sheikdoms in a way that never has before. This is an existential fight. And what they're afraid of, I'll tell you what the Khalifa of Bahrain are afraid of, is that the majority Shia population there marches on the royal palace and kills them all, which may be their fate. They may end up running to Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia has to be worried because there is a lot of Shia in the eastern provinces that can rise up and take over the oil fields, where the bulk of the oil fields are. Kuwait has to be worried. The United Arab Emirates have to be worried. That's what's happening here. These guys are scared to death because Iran has initiated something that they can't control. See, they like the Abrams Accords because the Abrams Accords creates the fiction of, the Gulf Arab states, being for the benefit of the people. But what it means is that they've literally knelt before Israel and kissed the ring of Israel and accepted the notion of greater Israel, but they're going to bribe their people through the perception of economic prosperity. But what Iran has done now is exposed the inconsistencies and the lies and the hypocrisy of these tyrants. And it could, in fact, mean the end of one, if not more, maybe all of these pedophile despots. And that's what they are. I mean, these are not good people. These are not moral people. These are people who live the most despicable lifestyle imaginable. One that is, fueled by greed, lust, avarice, and oil money. These guys are just awash in oil money.
Wayne Evans, yes, they are really perfume prince. London, when they come to London, Edgware Road, back in the days, I don't know if you know, but Edgware Road used to be the hangout spot, the expensive hotels on Edgware Road, and then you used to have some expensive Arab shisha place and coffee shop where they sit down and smoke and buy front and all sort of thing. But These people are just people that live well lavishly while people suffer, while they rape children, some of them legally in their culture and all. The whole
Imagine
of
waking
them
up to
are
news that multiple American F-15
cesspools.
fighter jets just
The
fell from
whole
the
of
sky
them
in Kuwait.
are cesspools, just like the British and the Americans. Hmm? The whole of them are cesspool, like the British and the Americans. Don't bother think that because they're Arabs, they have principle. I found in a Mugabe time, no Mugabe, sorry. I found in a Gaddafi time, me have it in for the Arab League. And know that Iran, I made out punishment to the Arab League. That can only bring joy to my heart. That can only bring joy to my heart. They didn't only open their airspace for France, Britain, and NATO, for France, America, and NATO to attack Libya. They join in between UAE and I think Saudi Arabia and Jordan. Within the first few days, them land must see how much missiles, 700 and add missiles pan Tripoli. Just because they want to be the power of the region. See who know is the power of the region. Only the Iranians can stand and defend themselves, because what the Americans sold UNO is their very lame and lazy weapon. Them now going to the same technology that they gave to Israel. And to top that off, the rest of our left found what Iran mash up, what was meant to be there to help protect UNO. America pick it up and run for safety. Hey, America. How America get here, so? That America depend road, and run up and down, and find place to hide in tin pan and jump on them. And when you listen to Western media like go on like say, Israel and America have upper hand in this war. You know, see Israel turning force turning strength now. Beirut. Go Beirut you can manage. This is why this war needs to go on for some time. It is going to have huge economic consequences. But unless Israel and America is being stopped, no, we will have worse, especially an idiot like Donald Trump. We cannot let Donald Trump set this precedent and walk away and go and think it is okay for him to break international law, defy the American Constitution, defy all global conventional norms, and does what Donald Trump. This is not the lady them where you feel like you can walk and grab them front, or 13-year-olds where you can beat and rape violently President Trump. These are the Iranians. Donald Trump.
Imagine waking up to news that multiple American F-15 fighter jets just fell from the sky in Kuwait. It is not a drill, and it is not the disaster unfolding right now. Reports are surfacing that the USS Abraham Lincoln, a massive symbol of naval power, was forced to flee to avoid being hit by Iranian ballistic missiles and torpedoes. This isn't just a minor skirmish. It is a regional explosion that has caught the world completely off guard. Iran has launched a devastating barrage of ballistic and hypersonic missiles, hitting targets that many thought were untouchable across the region. The Navy is now facing a logistics nightmare because the Strait of Hormuz has been closed and critical ports like the facility in Bahrain have been struck. Warships are reportedly running through their missile supplies with no nearby place to reload, leaving them vulnerable in hostile waters. Back home, the political landscape is fracturing as people realize the gravity of the situation. Lawmakers are calling this a war of choice with no imminent threat to the country, while even some of the most ardent former supporters are turning their backs on the administration. The situation is so dire that internal fears suggest the military could run out of interceptor missiles in as little as 7 days. The calculation that the opposition would simply crumble has failed miserably. They weren't just ready for this conflict. It appears they were waiting for it. The stakes have never been higher, and the cost of this gamble is being paid by families who never asked for this fight. This is a turning point in history that no one can afford to ignore. Follow and subscribe now to stay informed as this crisis develops.
And an advert, this is no way, but on have to watch the little advert. I saw we make the little money out of the little advert. Otherwise, we just there and sit down and chat for nothing at all. So, on have to bear with we and the little advert. That's how we make with money. America, look here, same thing goes off it too. May I ask you this? Hold on, America. We want to ask you if this goes off it too. No, sir. America.
I bet you haven't seen this video.
Did Iran just shoot down 29 American fighter jets? Here's what we actually know.
We hear say 29 fighter jets shoot down America. America something goes so? America me couldn't have a news blackout pan the war. Israel we want. Oh no do Israel pigs Israelis. Oh no do. Oh no do. We remember 2 years ago when I bomb the children of Palestine, how to dance and celebrate and put out the video. You can send videos from your bunkers, you know. You can send videos from your bunkers. We want to see how you are doing down there.
Social media reports are claiming massive American air losses following regional escalation.
Would you give your name and rank, please?
Colonel David William Eberly.
اسمي العقيد David William Eberly. What's your nationality, David?
United States.
الولايات المتحدة جنسيتي أمريكية. What's the kind of your plane and which squadron?
F-15 from the 4th Tactical Fighter Wing.
أقود طائرة من طراز F-15 تعود إلى الجناح الرابع التكتيكي المقاتل. Where is the base of that squadron?
Al-Kharj.
مقر ذلك السرب في خرج. And where is that?
In Central Saudi Arabia.
وهي قاعدة في منتصف العربية السعودية. What was your target in Iraq?
Scud missiles and associated chemical facilities.
هدفي في العراق كان ضرب قواعد سكود ومعامل كيميائية ملحقة. And how were you shot down?
I don't know.
ولا أعرف كيف تم إسقاط طائرتنا. David, how were you injured in the neck, please?
I believe it was during the ejection or when I hit the ground.
أعتقد أن إصابتي في العنق حصلت إما في مرحلة القفز خارج الطائرة أو عند ارتطامي بالأرض بالمظلة. Would you give your name and rank, please?
Lieutenant Lawrence Randolph Slade.
اسمي الملازم Lawrence Randolph Slade. What's your age?
26.
وعمري 26 عاما. Nationality?
American.
وأنا أمريكي الجنسية. What's the kind of your plane?
F-14.
أقود طائرة من طراز F-14. From which squadron?
VF-103.
وتابعة للسرب المسمى VF-103. And where's the base of that squadron?
Saratoga.
ويعود ذلك السرب إلى حاملة الطائرات الساراتوغا. What was your mission?
Fighter protection.
كانت مهمتي حماية لطائرات. Protection for what?
For the bombers. A6.
A6. وكان لي مهمة حماية طائرة قاصفة من فئة A6. And how were you shot down?
I don't know.
لا أدري كيف تم إسقاطي.
A flash of light, and the plane went out of control.
حصل هناك وهج كبير جدا أمامي لم أعد أستطيع السيطرة على الطائرة. And then did you...
and then I ejected.
You just ejected.
Yes.
ثم اضطررت إلى القفز بالمظلة. Would you give your name and rank, please?
Major Thomas Edward Griffith.
أنا الرائد توماس إدوارد Griffith. What's your age, Edward, Thomas?
I'm 34 years old.
وعمري 34 سنة. Nationality?
American.
وجنسيتي أمريكية. And what's the kind of your plane, Thomas?
The F-15E.
في طائرة مقاتلة من طراز F-15E. Are you the pilot or the navigator?
I'm the navigator.
وأنا ملاح في الطائرة. From which squadron?
The 335th TFS.
تعود إلى السرب رقم 335 TFS. Where is the base of that squadron?
Is without Karj.
ومقره في قاعدة الخرج. And where is that?
In central Saudi Arabia.
في منتصف العربية السعودية. What was your target?
We were hitting targets in western Iraq.
وكنا نستهدف أهدافا في غرب العراق. And how were you shot down?
I don't know.
America. This is really getting out of hand. The choice for America right now is to lay down their arms, wave a white flag, and step away. We're going to look at this analysis, then we'll go to some Jamaican issues. But the global issues take
all hell is officially breaking.
The global issues take precedence at the moment because it has global consequences. All of us, in whichever country we are going to feel the economic turmoil of this. The Americans and the Israelis, them always are going to say AI. Tell them to give us the proof otherwise. Give us the proof of the friendly fire and all of them something there. And that the Americans them for do. The Americans them want to debunk information that's coming out, but them not giving us information. They want to debunk information that's coming out, but they're not giving us information. What we're calling on the Americans and the West to do, and the Israelis, allow the cameras in. Allow the cameras in. One na bomb Chipali camera did it. One na bomb Afghanistan camera did it. One na bomb Syria camera did it. One na bomb Iraq camera did it. Where are the cameras now? The only way you keep out the camera out of Palestine where you never want the world to see the genocide, because that genocide wake the world up. And what Iran is doing now is to make sure that genocide doesn't happen again. Reduce their capability and their taste for war. Israel and America capability and taste for war must be reduced, diminished. I keep telling you all the while, we're not going to have a peaceful world with America in this hierarchy. America must walk away with a bloody face. America don't have economy to build back a whole heap of expensive machinery. America fire and a losing at this war. America don't have money, you know. Besides to say, the only percent thing we are mash up for America right now. Chinese cut off the rare earth mineral from America in the economic warfare where Donald Trump declared. So if the Chinese are going to break the American back, this is the right time. While America fire out all the hinges and features them, China make sure America now going to be able to replenish itself in a way to keep up with Wagwan outer road. Yeah. So someone who don't understand, say America a fall right in front of our face. Me always a telling about the America, the economic disaster of America, where America hide from 2008. Una see the decline of America military in front of our eye because an idiot went into a war without any strategy or any plan. And what they have meted upon is somebody who was prepared, ready, locked, and loaded. Nobody wants to talk about the history of this war. Not even the great big bad America doesn't have the capability to attack 9-10 countries within hours. It is historical. It is frightening for the Americans and the Israelis. Very frightening. Very, very frightening for them. They have, I know that the people who create the war games, I know they're paying very close attention. The people who create war games, they are paying close attention because the Iranians are breaking history that you will even see in war games to come. America take up in tin pan and jump pans, a run to place of safety. Where though America? Where is there to hide from Iranian missiles? Dear America, if you know, because the older we are going to need a refuge in America, the older we are going to need the refuge from the Iranian missiles. So anytime you find where you can escape, but anybody ever see this though? When you see how Donald Trump a 3 flatbed, Donald Trump send down there, one at Israel and 2 alongside Iran, 3 flatbed. And how much ships, how much warships accompanying these flatbed. See there now? The flatbed them left without cover. All right, you see, since I don't want to hit the like button, I want the PayPal and the Zelle there. Hold on there. I want the PayPal and the Zelle. Hold on. Since I don't want to hit the like button, then do it another way, all right? Support the program another way. Come and see something wrong with your hand. Make we listen to that lady and come back. Come and see something wrong with your hand this morning. So use it in another way because me know so anytime when you say offering plate, the whole on no zip on a bag on a pocket. Yeah.
All hell is officially breaking loose in the Middle East, and the war is backfiring in a way the administration completely underestimated. Following the preemptive joint strikes by the U.S. and Israel, Iran has not surrendered. Instead, they have launched the most massive retaliatory operation in the history of the Islamic Republic. We are seeing reports of drone and missile strikes targeting U.S. bases and interests across the entire region. From the Dubai International Airport in the UAE to military bases in Iraq, Bahrain, Qatar, and massive protests breaching security barricades in Pakistan. Hundreds of thousands of people are flooding the streets demanding vengeance. And if anyone thought taking out the supreme leader would end the regime, they were wrong. Intelligence shows his son, who is reportedly even more extreme, is set to take over. This isn't ending, it's just beginning. But here is the most controversial part of this entire war, and it's what political analysts are aggressively pointing out. Why now? Why did the administration suddenly pivot from, we just want to stop uranium enrichment, to launching a full-scale regime change war? Critics are calling this Operation Epstein Fury. They are accusing the administration of creating a massive foreign war to serve as the ultimate distraction. Right now, the American public is demanding answers about the newly released Epstein files, which heavily feature powerful politicians and dark secrets from the past. When leaders are backed into a corner by domestic scandals and terrible polling numbers, the oldest trick in the political playbook is to start a war. It forces the media to stop talking about the scandals and start talking about the military. The level of political hypocrisy right now is staggering. The current administration literally ran on the promise of no forever wars and no regime change. They attacked their opponents for dragging America into the Middle East, but the second they gained power, they did exactly what they campaigned against. And how are they justifying the potential loss of American lives?
Bros, you know, to see, I feel we picking them photo and I swim cross already. I feel we picked them dead first in it. I always wonder why people allow their children to join armies. That always baffles me. Always.
Senator Lindsey Graham literally went on television and said that if American soldiers die in this operation, it's fine because they will have died a noble death. Meanwhile, instead of addressing the nation formally from the Oval Office about this massive conflict, the president posted a casual video online wearing a baseball cap, essentially saying casualties happen in war.
One other thing I noticed Donald Trump isn't doing. Donald Trump is a very camera-lific person, where he loves to be in front of the camera. He loves to answer questions, and he would just flutter around with a self-aggrandization and the rest of it. He now, though, is still tweeting and truth socialing, live socialing, and he will speak to journalists independently on the phone. But the man who loves to chat, as Miranda would say, foolishness, I'd rather say fuckery. He's very, very silent. You go and stay silent here, Donald Trump. Take on a beat in a silent. Donald Trump and Netanyahu. Take on a beat in a silent. Because when the defenseless children of Palestine, we tear down the mouth. We tear down the mouth. When the defenseless children of Palestine. All right, no, we don't know if a dick stuck down on a throat or what. Buju's son,
and then
line
spent
up
the
next.
day at
Buju's son, line up next. Come here, have something to ask you.
a political fundraiser. The disconnect from the reality of the working class is absolute insanity. While billions of taxpayer dollars are being pumped into a new regime change war in the Middle East, Americans at home are suffering. People are struggling to afford rent, groceries are out of control, and healthcare is being gutted. Yet whenever the public asks for help, politicians say, we don't have the money, but magically they have unlimited funds for foreign interventions and protecting the elite class. Recent polling shows a staggering 50% of Americans completely disapprove of how this situation is being handled, with only 35% approving. The people are waking up. They realize that the politicians claiming to be anti-war were just waiting for their turn to pull the trigger. Are we fighting a war for national security? Or are we fighting a war to distract the public from the darkest secrets of the political elite? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that follow button for the real.
I hate to do this because if anybody don't know, Buju Banton is my class act respected entertainer, artist. If I'm to buy a ticket to go and see anybody today in the Jamaica fraternity, it would only be a Beres Hammond, a Marcia Griffith, or a Buju Banton. I would not waste a time or dollar on any other Jamaicans within the fraternity. Not even a spickle. And I say it, and I mean it. Not a spickle. Barring Marcia, Buju, Berries. I want to ask this young man, what do you mean by the nearly turn? Because I'm sure you're not Mango. I mean, should you come out with this? Or should you allow a doctor to cut it out after death? I'm just asking. I don't know. Or maybe it's just his truth and he wants to speak his truth, but is the nearly turn part really bad at me? The nearly turn. How far? One. Hey, when you stop putting yourself in a way, because you know, say.
Literally almost on fish. You see me? Because you know, Satan manipulate your mind and your character. But you see, because my father's son drag back my memory, but I say weird. No man, no my father say bye. See, you know? I took him next day, I'll walk to church. And I say, this is it.
When I say you're almost, no, he didn't do anything physical. But when you say you're almost turned fish, what that means?
Almost on the game because the enemy of my mind. The enemy of my mind are weird.
So
it's always the enemy. It's always poor old Satan and all of that. But I don't know. I really don't know, but it's a nearly turn. Well, maybe we'll have to wait till doctor if he cut you out.
5 or 6 of us, we have to make a difference. Nazio,
that's the far right.
We're here and we're here firm, standing on business. Right? We talk about, you know, the invaders. Let's call them what they are, the invaders. And we talk about the long-term effect that's going to happen with the resource, the ecosystem, right? Since I've been here, I haven't seen a moving fish in the river because all the fishes are dead. Dominicans, wake up. People around the world, wake up. We have to make a stand and make some noise, right? They've done this on 2 different locations and they want to do it here too.
Yeah, the people must rebel. Right now we must rebel because you know what? They make we obedient to all the nonsense and the crap. Now we must be disobedient and only disobedience will set us free. We as a people must stand. This is our country right here. This is not China. This is not fucking Beijing. And we are saying by any means necessary, we must fight to set this country free.
By any means necessary. That don't mean only when it works. That don't mean only when it feels good. What are you guys afraid of? Death? You're afraid of being locked up?
Bro, let me tell you this. You see this side here, so? This side where the Chinese have started to occupy. And they feel like they could have run over Dominicans with it. We want them to know that we're born and raised right here. So, and we also want the world to know this is illegal. The government knows it's illegal. The planning division knows it's illegal. Forestry division knows that it's illegal. So it is illegal. So we're gonna fight to prevent illegal people from doing illegal things in our country.
So we don't have a problem with development. And we don't have a problem with change. But do it right and be legal because this is illegal.
No, but you see, bro,
tell me.
If development is to mash up our rivers and to destroy our heritage.
No, that's not development, you know.
No, listen to me. Listen to me.
So once it affects the eco, it's not development.
Bro, Dominica should be a place where people who want to breathe clean air and people who want to enjoy the forest should be able to come and enjoy it and full enjoy it. You know, if you're telling me that you're going to build a house and when you finish building a house, you're going to blood clot, break your house to make a yard, then you're an idiot.
That's right. Listen to me. The man is speaking facts and we have to, we need to know if we repost this. We need to know if we get this. You see, There's not enough voice, but the few voice that is here is strong enough.
Oh, hold on again.
Tell me.
No, this is Dominica. This is Dave Wash. This is our yard brother here from Jamaica. We are saying, we are calling on to the government of Dominica. We're calling on you, every member of the blood clot government. We are calling on
an opposition.
We're calling on all the institutions that are supposed to be doing what they have to do to protect the sacred places of this country, which is our mountains and rivers. We are asking all the people who are responsible to please come stand up so that we can stop this, because that's our country. This is not China, and we don't care what it is. And don't tell me that people don't want development. We don't want no development. We want development. Development is when you develop the people of the country. It is not when you come tear down my mountain and tear down my rivers and want to claim the country like as if you come to occupy Dominica. Because like I said, the government of Dominica has been compromised, and now they have been taken over by the Chinese government. You can go anywhere with that, brother. Me say so.
Who says so?
Nasir Fontaine, Rastafari.
When I go no further with this video. Do no further. Yeah.
Right. I'll go back to the war to tie it with what is going on in our region. Within our region, we are fast losing power by our government handing over our lands and assets and everything to the Chinese, with us knowing what are the implications of these deals. This global fight at the moment is about power and maintaining power within a region. We, the people of the Caribbean, must understand the leeway that has been provided for us here. America is bogged down. Our leaders cannot depend on America for any help right now if we decide to take back some power from them, because power has been too far pushed to the elite, and we have nothing of power. We are only here as their slaves. We must focus. This is why I keep telling you all the while, our local politics is not the be all and end all. Our local politics is a tiny dot in the sand of global affairs. And if you're not focusing on global affairs, you wouldn't even understand a lot of the hypocrisy that can unfold in your country that is tied to the whole global apparatus. Iran is providing us ways to take back power from our government. America no have no time for help nobody right now. They are tired, overwhelmed, and bogged down. The rules that we are uncomfortable with in our country, now is the best time to push back at them. They don't have America support right now. One, America is an isolationist. Two, America only care about its rogue mentality. Now, one of the things that is bothering me about Jamaicans, how Jamaicans don't really care about life, is the earthquake situation, where we know is very much linked to the oil drilling. Because we see this stepping up of the oil drilling and exploration over the last 2 years, and we see the rapid escalation of earthquake and their escalation in size over the last 2 years. And we're just waiting for the catastrophe. And then you all want to go on like you're emotional about the Middle East. Death is death by any way you have it, you get it. Disaster is disaster by any way you get it. Man-made or natural, they are disasters and they take lives. Why you put one focus on one more than the other? Because if Jamaicans here say a hurricane a come, Royal Navy ship being readied. Tap listen to BBC and Keir Miranda quoting them. Listen here. If America achieve a one old flatbed Britain have, yeah? America achieve flatbed in the region. And America take them up and run. Where Britain send warship go? The one to see where Britain have? Britain Army can full a football pitch. The British Army can full a football pitch. The only old tin pan jump and allow them to time. Miranda, allow them to time. If America, Israel, and a run, 9 countries are run from one country at the moment. And good old motherly Britain, the British Empire. The British Empire. Hey, boy. 2026 are going to provide so much blood and gore. I wonder if 2026 is the year for blood and gore. Don't mind the people them. But we sit down and wait for the death in our own ways too. We sit down and wait for the death in our own ways too. Because we say, all right, make them kill we off by the thousands and then we see how it go first. Because half of that we are wait for. While we allow United Island Gas and the Jamaica government to put we life at risk and nobody not care, but we not care about what's going on in the Middle East. Come here, tourists. Oh, but what about my flight? I was supposed to go to Dubai next week. Fuck off, you self-centered, narcissistic bastard. Fuck you. Children are dying, and you're talking. I should be going to Dubai next week. F you, you moron. Silly old buckets. We must pay attention to this global affair. We're going to learn a lot out of it. But learning a lot out of it and doing nothing with what you learn. All right. From 2020, 2019, I've been going on about this. Jamaica, you open a mackerel tin, plant something in it. You use an old paint pan, plant something in it. Get old tire, throw that in there, plant something in it. If you have the land space, plant something. You get it yet? You get it yet? You never get it for COVID. You never get it for medicine or burial. That warrior, it not sure you say, we soon have to go back to coal and wood fire if this war continues. And this war no look anywhere like it ready to come out of first gear. And depends on how much gear they changing in the war. You understand the economic onslaught that could possibly come from this? How prepared are you to start foot it again? Because your car won't work, whether it be diesel or electric. Your stove won't work. Your tap won't work. All of these are possibilities given where this war is heading to, you know. It could get to the ultimate destruction of nuclear bombs. Because more and more, you're going to see allies from both sides joining the war. Just go study World War I and II. Just go and study World War I and II. And you, their zone of peace, morning, zone of peace, all right? This time, you won't be immune from the world war because you are locked into the geopolitical Ferrari between the Chinese and the Americans. The major part of it is being fought out in the Middle East at the moment, or one would call it Western Asia. We would rather more call it Northwest Africa. Northeast Africa, rather, sorry, Northeast Africa. So me don't know. Me don't know if you just plan to sit down and watch it until everything collapses. Or not start buy up food yet. We not start store up water yet. We not start do yet. We not start to prepare for the pending disaster. What we not start to prepare for the pending disaster. Me say me put the somethings on and I hit the like button. So donate to the Zelle and the PayPal. I look like me not deserve longevity support around here. Don't make me start this morning, you know. I won't go through. You see, if Iran they lose this year warrior, America, let's start it all over again. America, make we start it all over again. War enough is sweet, so. Donald Trump pick up his old jump and tin pan them and send all the way from Calabash Bay. Remember, say the USS, what's it rather Ford, you know? Remember, say the bastard they did run a Venezuela with you, you know? At the USS Gerald Ford did their own Venezuela with you, don't? Jankro. See they know? You when you claim to say you achieve what you got Venezuela, figure achieve. You achieve what you got Venezuela, so you send the old wreck, figure frighten Iran. Because you think say killing the Ayatollah, everything was going to go in your way. This war has gotten out of hand. It has gone nasty. No Lynette, and I saw the word being it. The word is misunderestimate. You don't remember how Bush did pronounce it? Misunderestimate. They misunderestimate Iran. Big time Bush Iraq word become relevant in Iran. The word where Bush create for Iran, for Iraq, can become relevant in the Iran war. Big misunderestimation. Bloody hell. But one thing we can say, our generation, I don't know about you, is living in one of the most enlightened period since the enslavement. Our generation is living in one of the most enlightened period since the enslavement. We're seeing the exposure of the brutality of the powerful and mighty, as well as we're seeing the diminished state of the American economy, the American military, the American intellectual ability. If they ever had the intellectual ability, barring the Black intellectual ability that America was built on, America survived on, white people have always been eating humans. They have always been behaving like barbarians. There is nothing, and I say nothing shockingly surprising of Donald Trump's and Netanyahu's behavior. It's how white peoples behave. Either they're eating raw potatoes or they're eating humans. It's how they always behave. So if it surprises you, it doesn't surprise me. Why do you think they start with killing babies? It is what they do. Somebody must stop them, don't you think? Right, no talk reality. Somebody must stop these barbarians. Them can't walk around the world unchallenged and feel like they can do whatever they please, and the world must just conjure up with it, lap up with it, and agree with it. I wonder what the leader of our countries are saying. Do they agree with Donald Trump, illegal war? Are they silent on it? Or are they saying this is a blatant violation of the American international rule-based order? We don't have a global rule-based order. It's an American global rule-based order. I told you this before. I said, this is the most enlightening period. I have always been telling you, international law don't mean anything. If the big player and the creator of international law, which are the British, the French, and the Americans, backed by the Chinese and the Russians, do not have respect for the thing, especially the British, French, and the Americans, more flagrantly, the Americans, have no respect for the thing will not work. No, I've always asked for the African countries and the Caribbean countries to withdraw from this thing. We have never signed up to the United Nations. We were taken into the United Nations under colonial system, and we continue with the fuckery that is only there to control post-colonial countries, or to control what you call third world or developing countries. The IMF, the World Bank, UNICEF, World Health Organization, World Trade Organization, it's all one of the same shit. You may see them differently. It's all the one America hegemon with its global apparatus control, whether it be by money, soft power, institutions, organizations, media, government, and all the fuckery, beg your pardon, that they can throw. This is the best time for learning. Me no know all no one in a tribal politics at this period. When I go dead tribal and go hell tribal. Even if me end up a hell, me want end up the bright. The devil no love dunce. But then again, the devil love dunce. Because easy if you fool dunce. And also, which one would the devil love more? The bright one them or the dunce one them? Because the devil certainly love labor rights. You know, ball out! The devil say love labor rights. But Jamaica, we are at a crossroad in this. The geopolitical stride, because if Donald Trump bug them down to clot Iran, bug them down because it provide protection for Cuba, lick them blood clot, they're gonna pardon. Lick them Iran, lick them. Because if they achieve the fuckery in Iran, a Cuba them a turn back to. A Cuba them a come. Iran hold them down for we pin them clot down. Pin them down and lick them mercilessly. Empty out the bucket pan them and go fully back a stone and come back again. You think the war start yet, America? You see how long Israel, America, Iran are threatening us, say, the day you not touch me, Israel will burn. A long time, Iran I tell them, you know, may not follow these global affairs. A long time, Iran I tell them, if you not touch me, Debt to Israel, debt to America. See, you know? When you go wake up the honestness. And when people not have place to take hands bite, you know what? America. When not a place to take hands bite. The social the little 1 week strategy wanna plan for roll up in the ear and tuff, boof, buff. Where else after that, America? After you roll up, pan your knives them, and you make the knives over we head. What next? Cause we don't have to roll up in our knives. We can just camp and dot and lick your clot in a 9-10 countries. America. What a shock. What an almighty shock to the American system. The confusion that ensues after that, till America said, we friend them all a shot with them out of the sky, says America. Said America. Israel, Pigsrael, the camera them. We want to see what we want to see the burn up building, the burn up building them. We want to see the building them we want to see the rubble the same rubble what we used to look upon in Palestine. We want to look upon the rubble in Tel Aviv. We want to see the Tel Aviv rubbles. Lick them clot, Iran, lick them. But we on the other side of the world, we must prepare for tackle, we leader them and tell them, say, we land them where them and give it to the Chinese them. And that the deal we want. If we borrow money from them, we will work and lend them back, pay them back, just like how we work and pay back the thief in the United Nations and the World Bank. We can work and pay back any set of thief. Yeah. We can work and pay back any set of thief. So if we're going on development deal with the Chinese, include we land. It include we pay them back their money. When the Chinese them do any project, we rich mineral where them dig out our earth, exported to China, that enough is pay. What happened to the amount of rock them we Porsche make them take up out our mountain, them cutting highway 2000, go where China with. We pay them already. And we still give them more land. Jamaica, pay attention. It angry thief in America. So China, a pick up resident in your land. It should have angry you too. America come out with business. Come out with business, America, make we and the Chinese them fight it out. You two love thought war and have to run from it. Declare war upon Saturday and then a call for ceasefire upon Sunday. What sort of bullshit of what? You think a video game this shit, Donald Trump? You think a video game where you can pause and go sit down? That Zell, what area code is that? 001. Once you add 002, that number you see on screen. One day they already just add 00. You turn up like a video game. You assassinate the people them president. And now you tell the people them say you can't give them immunity. Why you don't give your ship them immunity, Donald Trump? Donald Trump, why you don't give your ship them immunity? Because them need more immunity right now, you know. Because anyway they ain't got Iranian missile can't follow them. And we're not even start to the big long one them yet. No man, it's not a London number, it's a US number. It's a US number. Zell not working at UK. Cash App don't work here anymore. Either. I'm going to PayPal. Out of the system that work in the UK. Turn up like a video game. Kill the people them president. Kill 160 schoolgirl between the age of 7 to 11. Kill 40 women at the gymnasium playing football. And then you call for ceasefire. Lay down your weapons. Contact the Italian president to negotiate this. We negotiate a ceasefire in a what's them call it? In a the 12-day war. We negotiate a ceasefire in a Gaza. Israel violated every day since then. A 2 times on a shot at we at the negotiation table. And you call for we come back at the negotiation table this time, Donald Trump. The global south is taking down the big bad America right now. The global south is pulling down the big bad America. Donald Trump and Congress opened the veil so we see the crimes of America rich and powerful. And Iran exposed the depleting America and the depleting army of America, the depleting intellectual ability of America to even communicate. This is where America reached. America can't even communicate anymore. Poor America. Poor America. Just the other day you were talking big. Iran should this, Iran should that. Why are you running now? Where America will get money to replenish if they allow you to build back those 20 odd military bases in their country where Iran have under fire at the moment. You see, I go dog worry sheep. I go dog Donald Trump worry sheep, and you see the sheep are lash out, you know. And the idle dog just run all over the place just so. Jamaica take the advantage. Caribbean take the advantage. I know a lot of African countries will be taking advantage out of this. This is why I say, me no yes for this war done. Yes, me know say life last. Which war you know life no last, you know? All that we did have to tolerate the babies being bombed in Palestine the other day. We did have to we couldn't do nothing about it. While the rest of the world that could have done something about it, the whole of them suck up and capitulate to Israel, to Pigsrael rather, while Pigsrael are massacre children. So me no want the war done now. Because America and Israel is getting justice. And we don't want a short-term justice around here. We no can't do what we want to do with me in America and England. But me nah shut up. Me nah shut up. Because my silence will make it look like say me disagree with Iran or me agree with America. My silence is my voice is about justice. I'm old enough to see too much of America useless, illegal wars. We demonstrated against the Iraq war. And they went there and they killed millions of innocent people. But when you listen to Western media, you would think the only life that matters is British and American dead soldiers. That's why it bothers me why people picking in an army and no say that's a suicide bomber. How do you criticize a suicide bomber versus a flying a US suicide bomber versus an Islamic suicide bomber? How do you quantify them? How does one make sense? The one will tie the bomb to him body and the one will go up in the fighter jet. No one saying can shut down. No one saying can. How are they any difference? I know we live in a world that put different weight to sin and different level of guilt and different level of morals when it comes to different people's lives based on religious culture, class, and all the other every. Come go on where I got this morning, you know. Come go on where I got this morning. But one thing I'm asking the world to do is to wake up and stop sleeping. Allow Iran to dismantle the giants. They're doing fine. And we want to say to the Iranian people, hold fast, steadfast. And we want to say to the Palestinians, freedom is coming your way. And we want to say to Africa, continue to rise. We want to say to the children of Africa, rise up and remove corrupt government. We want to say to the Caribbean, the zone of peace. There's no peace in this world anymore. We need to stand up and fight for justice first. We can't have the thing backhanded and talk about peace, peace, peace. Where is justice? You all get up every day and talk about peace and love. Where the fuck is justice? Ask the Americans and the pigs really. They are on the receiving end of justice at the moment. Of course, innocent human life are involved. That we pay attention to. That at the moment, though, we cannot do much about until the last bomb drop. When will that be? You start the guess. I possibly won't join in. Thank you for being here this morning on the geopolitical rant of the burning of Northeast Africa. Join us back this evening when we'll continue to look at the... Hold on there. Jamaica police, come here. Jamaica cleaner, come here. You see this story down at Santa Cruz, on if you write it good and talk it good. The police woman boyfriend take her gun out her bag. All right? And the other one, the madman, we're going at the station at St. Mary. Go take up the vehicle key, and drive out with it. No go on, yeah? Go on, both to the business. Because if you no story them always in a Jackie Chan film. Man take bag out of man take gun out of woman bag. Who is the man? Who is the MAN man? Madman take up vehicle key out of station and drive, we go crash. Move! Wanna move? Anyway, come go on about your business before next thing you know, you hear backlash stone that fling. A long time, you know, say a shandy buckle. No? Anyway, thank you all for being here this morning. And support the Iranians, all right? Don't let the mainstream media pull a wool over your eyes. There are a bunch of Epstein classes and clouts. They will only read what the Epsteins... Because if you listen to the British Parliament yesterday, you know the Epsteins send a bunch of files to all the British MP. This is what you must say after Keir Starmer's statement. And it was all a vilification of Iran and how terrible Iran is to their people or whatever. The same Britain that institutionalized the enslavement and they call it the transatlantic slave trade. Anyway, go on about your business. You're more too laba laba. Thank you, everyone. Join us this evening when we start the information riot all over again. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. Just I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down. cry and do the righteousness. Hey, we love Jah, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari, and we love Jah, Rastafari, save all people. Hey, we love Jah.
Sorry, Gloria Morris, thank you very, very much for your contribution. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate your constant support to Global TV. Thank you.
Too long in our little ghetto. Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah, we love Jah, Jah Rastafari, we love Jah, Jah Rastafari, preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all. And we love Jah, me love Jah, me love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ, oh, thy peace, the God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not first of all make out what I seen him. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part: if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta. I sell a house, I sell out Babylon. Yes, talk on the Friday. Human show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, human show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big him and show one stone, and he bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big him and show one stone, and he bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.